Hi, introducing our new product, Cell Electrochemical Impedance Spectroscopy Characterization Lab. This is the beautiful lab that can help you to know what's happening inside the cell with the help of this machine, which can send an AC signal into the cell and study its output characteristic behavior. Before we go in depth inside how all this happens, so this whole lab setup comes up with several of these instrumentation. First is the complete fixture that lets you to keep all the instrumentation, and then we have the computer that can acquire the data from the test instrumentation, and then the test instrumentation itself is sitting here on the table, and then we have the device under test, which is sitting here also on the table. So we get several of these connector options depending upon if you want to test a cylindrical cell, if you want to test a prismatic cell, or if you want to test a pouch cell. So now let's say we know this facility, what is available for you when you buy this equipment. Then what is the importance of this equipment, what you can do along with this equipment, and what Decibels will be helping you in creating the curriculum and also planning the syllabus and deliverables for this equipment. The first important thing is that we truly don't know what is happening inside the cell when the life of the cell is going through charging and discharging cycle. So with the help of instrumentation like this, we specifically send a specific amplitude and a frequency of an AC signal into the cell. Imagine it's a DC device, but we send an AC signal inside the cell. For that sent signal, the cell will respond back the same signal with a certain shift and also the variations in place, because the cell has an internal characteristic behavior, maybe inductance, capacitance, and resistance. So for such of these specific frequencies, the specific part of the cell will respond back. Let's say a 1 millihertz frequency, 10 millihertz frequency, maybe 1 kilohertz, and maybe at 5 kilohertz. For each of the specific frequency, the specific section of the cell is going to respond back to you. Now, when you do that frequency sweep across the wide range of frequency, you would get to read the very detailed characteristics of the cell and what's happening inside the cell. So with the help of this unique test approach, you can study how very clearly the cell is degrading and also what component of the cell is degrading, right? And that's one of the component in place. Apart from it, we can also do a lot of estimation techniques. Maybe you can estimate, hey, what is the temperature of the cell inside? And during the specific charging and discharging process. Because in another process, you can only study the temperature at outside of the cell, right? But what is the core temperature? You can also estimate the core temperature with the help of EIS data. Like this, you can perform several amount of research and development activities as a part of this instrumentation. And this will help you to go more in depth inside the cell and what's happening inside the cell. Apart from these things, Decibels has developed a very unique teaching curriculum and also a manual. With the help of this manual, first you can simplify the whole teaching process and a hands-on practical process for your students. And at the basic level, they know how to use the equipment, how to conduct experiments. On top of it, how to analyze data, how to do a circuit fitting with the help of the data that is coming in, how to extract parameters, and how to plot the data, right? They can study this for an NMC cell, they can study it for an LFP cell, they can study it for a sodium-ion cell, they can study it for an LTO cell, variety of these cells. With this way, they can get at a first level on how to get the data from this instrument and also use this data for a variety of R&D activities. On top of it, you can perform a variety of research and publications that where the instrument will be very useful for. With this way, we wish this equipment can be a great tool in the academics to help the learners and also the researchers to get a far hand in hand to work with batteries in a very in-depth and a very informative way. Thank you.